While I was out in Thailand, there was one place that I was told many times to go. Phi Phi Islands, a very small chain of islands off the coast of southern Thailand, known for being heaven on earth. So, after spending the previous week in Koh Samui, I left the islands to make my way to Phi Phi Islands on a solo mission to see what the hype was all about. Well, I've just arrived in Krabi. I'm just staying in this hotel for the night, and I'm planning on getting a transfer to the ferry in the morning, or I could walk it because it's only half an hour, but I'm going to head straight to Phi Phi Islands in the morning. But for now, I've been travelling pretty much most of the day, and considering I did Muay Thai this morning, I desperately need to eat.
A few moments later.
Right, it's now the next morning. I'm currently just sorting out my bags before I leave to go to Phi Phi Islands, because the hostel I'm staying at, it's a party hostel that you end up just staying up all night. So I know for the next 2 nights I'm getting no sleep. I know I just can't be asked to lose a load of my shit. So I'm just putting the bare minimum of what I need into one bag, basically just living off a couple pairs of swim shorts. As we approached the main bay of the island, I was instantly blown away from what I saw. As soon as I arrived to the island, the place was absolutely heaving with tourists, as well as locals trying to sell to you. But once I was through the crowded bay, I made my way by foot through the village, as there's no roads or cars on this island, to go check into the cheapest last-minute hostel that I could find. Oh my god. What? It's all got for a safe, it's pretty small, and everyone's just got their bags just everywhere. So definitely going to be locking up like my passport and stuff in that. This is going to be home for the next 2 nights. Oh my god. Oh, this is funny. There is no way I'm getting any sleep in this hostel. As soon as I'd checked into the hostel, the first thing I did was climb to the island's viewpoints. And as I made it to the top, I understood now why this place was so popular. Now, other than the natural beauty that Koh Phi Phi was known for, it's also popular for something else. The nightlife. At night, this place really came alive, with bars and clubs all along the beach, loads of restaurants, night markets in the village, and local vendors selling fresh food. This small island had it all. Within a 10-minute walk, you could be enjoying a bucket while watching the fire shows on the beach, or getting involved, or you could be enjoying a chang watching tourists try and knock each other out in the ring. Welcome to the Reggae Bar, a bar for those like me to enjoy fights all night, with the lineup being between tourists from the crowd as well as some expedition Muay Thai fights in between. Each bar here was unique, with one having a bull machine where you can win free drink if you can hold on for 240 seconds or if you get on it naked. And to top it off, with the hostel I was staying in, there was also a pool party twice a week, and without question, this place was truly chaos. After a long night with no sleep in the hostel, I made a quick stop for breakfast in a cafe before booking a day tour around the islands on none other than a longtail boat. The first stop we made was on Monkey Bay, and it definitely lived up to its name. We then travelled to the next set of islands just south of Koh Phi Phi, known as Phi Phi Island. As we entered the north of the island, we stopped to see the Viking Cave. This cave is strictly off limits to the public as it's a harvesting place for edible birds' nests, a key ingredient in bird's nest soup, which is known to be one of the most expensive ingredients in the world due to its scarcity, nutritional value, and is supposedly a cure to lung cancer. Going further along, we then went inside the first bay of the island, known as Phi Phi Bay. The uninhabited island was truly breathtaking, but the main attraction was just around the corner. Back in the year of 2000, this island was the main filming location for The Beach, a film based on the discovery of a mystical paradise commonly known as Maya Bay. As someone who has been to many beaches in their life, this beach by far beats them all. The sand here was so fine, it felt like touching powder, and the sea was the clearest water I've ever seen. But due to conservation efforts, you weren't allowed to swim. However, after jumping back on the boat, we were then able to go in near the edge of the bay.
I never meant to hurt you. I never meant to lie. So this is goodbye. This is good.
And to finish off the day, before we made it back to Koh Phi Phi, we sat still and watched as the sun set over the horizon of the Andaman Sea. So as the review said, I really was witnessing a slice of heaven on earth. After another long night, I had a quick breakfast in another cafe before hopping on a speedboat to leave the island to go to the next planned destination in Thailand. But as for my overall opinion on Phi Phi Islands, it truly was an experience of a lifetime. Especially as I was out there alone, it forced me to put myself out there, and it led me to meeting so many amazing people in the process. And despite the island being busy with tourists, I'd encourage anyone to come to places like this. Even if it means that you have to fly to the other side of the world alone, the life experience you'll get in return and the stories you'll have to tell will forever be with you. And that's something you can't put a price to.
Then I wake, it's kaleidoscope.